Bienvenue chez Team. This is a summer of hope. The pandemic is behind us, and now flowers are blooming and the world is coming back to normal. The restaurants in Paris are coming back open again, and I saw a lovely entree on the menu of a very famous place on the Champs-Élysées. It was monkfish with a pepper oil. Monkfish is an ugly fish that sits at the bottom of the ocean and eats scallops all day long, but it sure tastes good. C'est un été d'espoir. On peut fêter le départ de l'ancien président des États-Unis, ainsi que la pandémie mondiale est à la fin. Même les restaurants à Paris commencent à ouvrir. Je me suis rendu compte d'un plat de Lotte à l'huile de poivre. Making pepper oil is not difficult. You begin with parsley, and I also have a Poblano pepper, which I've cut up, that I put right in there. Poblano is mild. It's in between a sweet pepper and a hot pepper, but it's just enough to give this dish a little bit of zest. And with that, I'm going to put grapeseed oil. And a pinch of salt is going to go in. Then we simply blend this until we get it where we want it. As you can see, that's a vibrant green sauce now, and it needs to be warmed on a burner. Our green oil goes right into a saucepan, and all I'm going to do now is bring this up near the boil, not quite to it. All we really need to do is set the color, but we don't need to cook it. As you can see, the oil is now distilling. I poured it into a mesh container with a coffee filter, and it does the rest from there. I'm shaving fennel bulbs. That is now in the saucepan where we cook the oil, and we're going to cook it just until it's tender. Monkfish can be difficult to cook using traditional methods, so today I'm going to do it sous vide. I have here a lovely piece of monkfish that I've salted and peppered. This came from the Fulton Street Fish Market in New York, which is not on Fulton Street anymore. That surprised me. It has now moved up to the Bronx. And since the pandemic began, they've started a real campaign online to push their products. And they are quite reasonable, and the delivery charge is minimal, and I highly recommend them. That's the Fulton Street Fish Market. So in this is going to go into our frothing water, and we just want to seal it up. Take this to the water's edge and seal. And that's good to go. And in half an hour we'll have monkfish that is cooked just perfectly, and then I'll brown medallions. I'll cut them in medallions and brown them in butter, and then we can put our dish together. I just acquired a new Lalique dish. It's a vintage piece from the 1970s with deux poissons, and I thought what a nice way to inaugurate it with our dish of monkfish. You can see I've already put just a little bit of our slivered, well, actually, that is fennel that's been shaved. And so I have cooked up these monkfish medallions. They turned out beautifully. I think we could probably put 2 on because they're rather small. 2 of those. All right, then the next step, I have some traditional beurre blanc. I didn't bother showing you how to do that because we've done it before. So the beurre blanc just goes around like that. Unfortunately, it just covered up our fish, but once you eat it, you'll see it. And then we have this oil that we worked on, so we'll just sprinkle that about. And then I have a little flower that I carved from a Sarrano chile, and that will go nicely there.